Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greeting to all. Salam Malaysia Madani. Well, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to warmly welcome all of you to our webinar. We are truly delighted to have participants joining us from far and near, and it's wonderful to see such a great interest into this session. Well, before we begin, allow me to express our sincere appreciations to our invited panelists, webinar participants, and all viewers who are with us virtually in this special session in conjunction with the TVET at KKW 2005 Expo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we start, let me give you some information about TVET at KKW 2005, and the official opening ceremony will be officiated by Deputy Prime Minister and also Minister of Rural and Regional Development, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid bin Hamidi, and the expo will be held from October 10 to 12 at the Ipoh Convention Centre, Perak. And this expo serves a major platform that brings together innovation, talent, and opportunities in the field of TVET. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and get ready to engage, learn, and connect. Without further ado, let us begin with our program. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be focusing on a very important topic, which is IKM Kuala Lumpur, Technopreneur of 360, Unlocking the Future of HVAC Business. This session will discuss on how entrepreneur and the HVAC business industry can be moved forward, leverage with the latest technology, and ensure the business sustainability. Without further ado, let me introduce myself. My name is Luwinis Ahmad Syukrilo from Institute Kemahiran MARA Kuala Lumpur, and I am the moderator of our webinar this afternoon. Joining us today is a great lineup of panelists, which is Puan 𝗪𝗟𝗏𝗧 Muhammad Zakaria from 𝗧𝗩𝗘𝗧, and also Muhammad Nur Mustashar bin Muhammad Hasbullah from Cool House Technology. Thank you all for being here and willing to share your views and experience with us this afternoon. Okay, the panelists, are you ready? Yes. Right now. Ready. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, to start, let us start by each panelist, okay, briefly share what are you most excited about regarding this future of HVAC industry. Can we start with Puan 𝗪𝗟𝗏𝗧, please?
Can. Okay. Thank you for the question. And before I share my thoughts, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Zawani Zakaria from 𝗧𝗩𝗘𝗧, carrying the brand Gang Aircon, which focuses on heating, ventilation, air conditioning industry. The company was formally established in 2018, but Gang Aircon as a brand has been around since 2011. Personally, I come from an accounting background. I was a practitioner in the corporate finance world for many years before making the shift into the technical line. And I must say thank you to Institute 𝗪𝗦𝗪 Kuala Lumpur especially, and to Mara itself, because without the ecosystem they built, they probably wouldn't be as 𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗪𝗧 Zakaria that I am here today. They gave me the exposure, the network, and the confidence to transition from numbers to engineering. And that has shaped everything I do now. So to answer the question, what excites me the most about the future of HVAC is that it's no longer just about cooling a room. It's becoming part of a bigger ecosystem of smart living, sustainability, and efficiency. For example, we're seeing integration with IoT, where system can self-monitor, predict faults before breakdowns, and optimize energy consumption. Imagine your air conditioning talking to your solar panels and adjusting usage when electricity rates are high. That's where the industry is heading. For companies like mine, this open up huge opportunities. We're not only solving today's comfort needs, but also shaping how people experience building and spaces in the future. So I'm excited because HVAC is finally getting the recognition it deserves as a critical player in sustainable infrastructure. So for me, the future is about creating solutions that are smarter, greener, and more human-centered.
Okay, thank you, Puan Zawani. Very excited, very confident. I like that one. Okay, I like the vibe. Okay, so okay, that is from Puan Zawani. What about Encik Mustashar? Do you think that the future of aircon industry, okay, HVAC or in aircon industry, what is your excitement of being involved in this industry?
Hello, hi, Madam Loh and Puan Zawani, my friend in the HVAC industry. My name is Mustasha. I'm from Coolhouse Technology. Actually, what excited about the HVAC industry myself is, if you look at our company name, it is called Coolhouse. Most of the companies around us, they will give a name like Coolhouse Air Conditioning and extra. Why we give Coolhouse the name of Coolhouse? Because in the future, in the HVAC industry future, I don't think we are going to rely only on air conditioning. Because in the HVAC industry is a vast field that will involve not only in air conditioning, it's also about the building materials, and about how we design the house. Nowadays we have the passive cooling, not only on air conditioning. So there's a lot of things that we can expand in HVAC industry in the future. And that's why me myself, I give the name of Coolhouse, because we are not going to rely only on air conditioning. We are going to rely on many things for the objective of giving comfort to our customers.
I see, I see. That's very interesting. Okay, when we talk about the sustainability and also the green technology, this question I will ask Puan Zawani, to what extent that it can be renewable energy, and also it is a eco-friendly refrigerants that can change the landscape of this industry, especially in the green technology. Do you have anything to share about it? Puan Zawani?
Okay, so as we know, renewable energy and eco-friendly refrigerants are already reshaping the industry, and the impact will be massive in the coming years. So traditionally, HVAC has been seen as a high energy consumer. So, but now with refrigerants like R32, for example, that are more environmentally friendly, and the push forward energy efficient systems, we are changing that perception. At Gangakon, we don't just talk about sustainability alone, but we put it into practice. So, for example, one example is how we started using eco-friendly descaling agents instead of harmful chemicals when cleaning the coils. So this might sound like a little change or small change, but the impact is big. You know, it protects not only for the technician, it protects customer indoor air quality, and most importantly, it reduces chemical waste that harms the environment. So we also encourage clients to look life cycle costs instead of just upfront installation costs. So when we combine with renewable sources such as solar, energy efficient systems. It brings long-term saving and help reduce carbon footprints. So to me, sustainability isn't just a buzzword. It's about
Mm-hmm.
future-proofing the industry. If we don't adopt, we'll be left behind. So, but if we embrace these changes, Malaysia has a real chance to lead its sustainable HVAC solution across the region.
Yeah, that's interesting because right now I think everybody wants something which is a technology, but at the same time they want a very green free types of environment, is it? Okay, now next I would like to talk about the innovation and also technopreneurship. Okay, so Encik Mustasha, okay, in your opinion, what are the best strategies for young entrepreneurs who want to involve or who want to venture into the air conditioning businesses?
Right. First of all, I think the first point is they need to fully utilize the digital technologies. During our grandparents' day, Madam Lo and Puan Zawani, they did not have what we have today. In today's digital world, some of most powerful marketing tools are already in our pocket. Example, Facebook. We have something free to post, engage and build a community. Instagram, we can have free access to showcase our brand visually. And nowadays we have TikTok, very easily to go viral. You can reach new audiences up to millions audiences. And this platform costs nothing. But if you ignore them, it could cost us everything. So imagine if you are in econ business, we do a great work, but only the people we serve know about us. Now imagine if you can film 60-second video showing how to clean a filter and post it on TikTok or Instagram Reels, we can access to a lot of audiences. We can also create a Google My Business profile with photos, FAQ, and five-star reviews. We can share monthly maintenance tips on our social media platform. We can answer hashtag questions in local Facebook groups. We do not pay any for that, but we can build trust. We can build visibility and authority in our market. And to do this, we don't need a big marketing budget. We only need a consistent posting strategy. We need clear message and brand voice. We need creativity and willingness to show up. And most importantly, Madam Look and Puan Zawani, a mindset that sees every free tool as an opportunity. The businesses winning today are not necessarily the biggest, but they are the ones that know how to maximize free tools better than their competitors. And these platforms are free. The reach is real, the potential is unlimited, but the effort that's on us. That's why when I see young entrepreneurs, I will tell them don't wait until we can afford marketing. Start with what we already have. Start where our customers already are, because the businesses that start today are not the ones with the most money, but they are the ones with the most resourceful mindset. That's my first point. The second point, I think this is very important because at Cool House we apply these tips. We start small, but we move very fast. Starting small means we do not wait for perfect conditions, because if you wait for perfect condition, other people will take the opportunity. It means we need to test the idea now. What we have, where we are. It's about focusing on one customer, one solution, and one result. Because if it doesn't work on a small scale, it won't work when it's big. Starting small gives us clarity. It keeps us humble, and most importantly, it gets us started. Example, Amazon, Apple, and Airbnb, they started small. But once we have started, don't wait. We need to move fast. We need to learn quickly, adapt faster. If something is not working, we need to change it. If something is working, we need to double down. Success today doesn't belong to the biggest, but it belongs to the most adaptable. Yeah, that's my few points for the tips for the young entrepreneurs.
Okay. Encik Mustasha, just want to ask you one bonus questions. What about awareness? Do you think that awareness can also related as the best strategies for this young entrepreneur for involving in air conditioner business? Awareness. Do you think
Of
that it
course,
is?
awareness in terms of brand, or awareness in terms of the environment.
Business, the business itself, the involvement itself.
The business involvement, I think, is important because uh, nowadays the TVET industry is participation in TVET industry has becoming something vital in our country. A long time ago, people with academic academic certification can go further in their life. But nowadays, it's no longer like that. Business in TVET is something else. Example, in HVAC industry, we have nowadays you can see the market growing year by year, and we can see that almost in all houses we got air conditioning. A long time ago, air condition is something that only wealthy people can afford. But nowadays, it's no longer that case. Nowadays it's a requirement. A lot of babies, a lot of children have the disease called eczema, which they need air conditioner. And nowadays, because of the global warming, air conditioning has become something necessary. It's no longer something that we want, something only wealthy people can afford it.
Okay, all right, okay. So, when we talk just now about strategies and also technopreneurship's and all that, innovations and all that, I think it can be related to the skills and talent development. So, Puan Nozawani, my question is to you: how can the collaboration between the TVET institutions and the industry can be strengthened together? So, what is your idea on that?
Okay, collaboration between TVET institutions and the industry is actually crucial. So TVET provides the theoretical knowledge, but without real exposure, students may struggle to transition into the workforce. So what we need are structured partnerships, meaning to say internship pipelines. So we need to have joint training modules and programs that co-design with the institution. So at 𝗪𝗪𝗠, we actually took a step further by launching our Talent Accelerator program. Through this program is actually we work with TVET institution across Malaysia like Akademi Binaan Malaysia, ABM, Vocational College, Institute 𝗪𝗪𝗦𝗪, Polytechnics, just to name few lah. So the goal is to take the fresh graduates, put them through hands-on training, and then develop them into industry-ready professionals. So from my experience, the ones who succeed are those who get the chances to touch real equipment, solve real problems, and learn how to deal with actual clients. So that's why we believe companies like ours have a responsibility to mentor and open pathways for the young talent. Another important point is inclusivity. The HVAC industry has always been male-dominated, but with proper training and mentorship, more women can thrive here. I strongly advocate for that because diversity brings new ideas and perspectives that push the industry forward. So strengthening collaboration is not just about signing MOUs. So it's about ensuring the students step into industry ready, confident, and skilled to innovate, not just follow instructions.
Okay, so Puan Wani, I believe that 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 has provided something on the skill and talent development. So, do you think that that is one of the best way to have that actually in the TVET institutions?
Yes. Okay, I really agree because IKMKL, for example, when it started, for example, the Teknousahawan kind of a program, it developed someone like me that doesn't have any technical background, but with that programs, I can show myself the other way atau the other side of Zawani Zakaria that I haven't dig into. I also don't know that I actually can do technical things, you know. By having that, it's actually they combine between what industry needs and also what the education, what is the academics needs. So when we combine both, of course, I believe this is the best way, this is the best decision ever to create a better and quality, not only technician, maybe the business owner, you know, entrepreneur.
Yeah, I see. Okay, very good. But okay, the panels, as we can see, despite of skills and talent development, there will be definitely we have the challenges and also the opportunities, okay, towards this air conditioning business. So my questions to Encik Mustasha, what are the biggest challenges in this HVAC today, and how can we or these challenges can turn into opportunities as well?
Okay, thank you, Madam Lu. First of all, from my experience, I can see two important things about the challenges and opportunities in the HVAC industry. First of all, is the complexity in newly efficient system, or what we call as inverter nowadays. Okay, let's be honest. The more powerful and efficient the technology, the more complex it often becomes. Think about a smart aircon system that saves about 30% energy, but require app setup, Wi-Fi integration, firmware update, and complex large electronic ports. The technology is better, but adoption becomes a bottleneck due to complex interface, steep learning curve, integration challenges, and constant updates. Sometimes new tech doesn't feel like solution; it feels like another problem. But what we can do in terms of opportunity, we can invest in training and education, especially in understanding, troubleshooting, and reparation of electronic boards. Most technicians, instead of repairing, will replace the whole electronic board, which surely will cost more. And second, we can stay updated with evolution of technologies. Most manufacturers like Daikin, Panasonic, Mitsubishi will provide training on their new release item. So this is a good opportunity for all the technicians out there to learn and stay updated with fast-paced evolution in HVAC industry. Not so many technicians can master the troubleshooting and reparation of complex systems. Thus, this has become a void in our industry, a gap that only the capable one can fill. And the one who can fill this void will surely become the reference of others. That's the first point. The second point, I think, not only in HVAC industry, but also in other industries as well, the manpower shortages. Okay, let's be honest, the workforce nowadays is changing with our, I don't know what gen right now, but the work aspiration have shifted. People want more than a paycheck. They want purposes, flexibility, and growth. And let's not forget the industry we are in are physically demanding, technically complex, and often underappreciated by the public. But here's the good news. We don't have to wait for the perfect candidate to walk in the door. We can start building the solution now. We can grow our own talent. Stop looking only for the perfect hire. Start building them. Start start training them. We can create like in IKMKL, we have the internship program. We have the apprenticeship. Bring in people with the right attitude. Even if they lack experience, we can always train them, and we can invest in training. We can turn beginner into pros with mentorship and hands-on learning. We can, like nowadays, what IKM and of course others IKM has been doing this, partner with TVET institutions such as colleges or community programs to create a direct pipelines into our workforce. We may not find a skilled worker today, but with this kind of idea, we can develop one in 6 months. And then the second one, we can make our industry attractive again. We can ask ourselves, if I want to stay in this industry for 20 years, what will I'm looking for? First of all, we want career growth, not only just job openings. We want to showcase our work culture, our team and mission. We want to use social media to show that skill trades are not just respectable, they are in demand, future-proof and essential. We must be proud of what we do and show the next generation why it matters. And then the last one, we need to retain the talent that we have. Sometimes the best way to overcome shortage is stop the bidding. We can invest in our current team. We can offer clear path to the advancements. Of course, that's what we are looking in any employment. We need to recognize effort, respect their time, ask for feedbacks, and offer benefit that matters, such as maybe nowadays is work-life balance. We need to respect our employee, and we need to give them opportunity to grow. A motivated loyalty is the best recruitment tool. Yes, the manpower shortage is real, but it's not unbeatable. We can overcome this by thinking long term, by investing in people, and by being adaptable in how we recruit, train, and retain.
Very interesting there, because sometimes I could see that um, a lot of challenges actually in doing, especially on the hatchback industry. But at the same time, the opportunities as well will give a positive one towards the new energy. But one question here. It's about digitalization. Okay, it's about IoT. It's about AI, because every day now people are talking about AI, people are talking about IoT, people are talking about digitalizations. So my questions to Puan Wani, what kind of role does this digitalization, this IoT, this AI plays in transforming this aircon industry towards this predictive maintenance and also smart climate control? So just now we talked about this green technology, now we talk about the AI. So any comments from you, Wani?
Okay, digitalization is absolutely the game changing for HVAC. So traditionally, maintenance in our industry was reactive. So something like something breaks, then you get fix it. Sometimes it was preventive. Okay, you schedule a service every 3 or 6 months, regardless of whether the unit really needs it or not. But we still just do it. So, but with IoT and AI, we are now moving into the predictive maintenance, which is a huge shift. So through IoT sensor, for example, system can monitor a real-time data such as temperature, vibration, pressure, energy consumption, and even refrigerant levels. So all this data is the process with AI algorithm that can identify patterns and predict potential failure before it happened. So for example, if a compressor is starting to draw slightly more current than normal, then system can give a red flag or notification earlier. So technician can just intervene before it completely fails. So this reduce the downtime, save money, and improve the reliability for the clients. So basically, the smart climate control is another area where digitalization plays a big role. Instead of a one-size-fits-all setting, AI can learn user behavior. So occupancy patterns and even the weather forecast to automatically adjust the cooling or heating. So imagine if an office where the system knows the meeting room will be full at 2 p.m. So it pre-cool just in time. So but it doesn't waste energy when it's empty. So that both comfort optimization and energy efficiency I would say. At Gengekon, we've started to explore this by recommending clients adopt a building management system, then integrate with the IoT for HVAC. In bigger projects, we encourage digital dashboard, so easier to monitor for the system health and efficiency. The future vision is to give clients not only cooling comfort, but also the actionable insight into this energy usage. Just like what I've mentioned before for the green technology and so on. So to me, digitalization is not replacing people actually. It's empowering technicians and engineers with better tools. So if we shift, our role shift from just fixing problem to managing performance and sustainability itself. So that's the future of HVAC. So smarter system, less waste, more reliability, and also ultimately the better quality for users' life.
Very interesting, very interesting. I like the way you explain how it is one of the what I call, we need that. Okay, we need the digitalization. Okay, based on our modern era and all that. But in terms of skills, in terms of technician, okay, this question goes to Mr. Mustaya. Well, how is this hatchback industry addressing on the shortage of skilled technician while keeping up with the rapid technological advancement? So how that we are now some sort of shortage of the skilled technician as well. But at the same time, we want to keeping up with the rapid technological advancement. So what do you think about that?
Okay, from my experience, Madam Lu, I studied in France for 6 years, from 2020 to 2019. What I can share my experience in France is their industry in France and the university there, they work very closely to actually train the university students. But what they are doing is all the machineries in the university was provided by the industry themselves. So they are going to choose what machine they are going to put in the university, and the machine they want to put in the university is the machine that they are using. So if by doing this, they can actually shorten the training time for the new employee because they provide the training at the university. And what they are doing, what the industry are doing there is they are going to update the machinery every 5 years. So that the new technology will come to the university and they will train the student. And when the student graduate from the university, they are going directly into the workforce. And I'm quite sure nowadays in Malaysia, they are doing the same thing. Example, you can see 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 with Panasonic. Panasonic provided the machinery, the VRF system, I think, to train the student. So this is a good thing because at the end of the day, when the student graduate from 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, they are equipped with the knowledge about the Panasonic VRF and VRF system. So they can be easily hired by the HVAC industries out there. So this is a good thing. And what we can do, what we can actually improve is, I'm not sure if this has been done or not. The government can give tax incentive to the HVAC industry that contribute to the TVET institution for this idea. If they provide the machinery for the training purposes, maybe the government can give a tax reduction to them, and this can encourage all the HVAC companies to contribute more to the TVET institution in Malaysia.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, for me, I think that this, what I call that, this field of business is very, very interesting and can make money and also a brighter future. Okay. Now, before we end, can I have these two panelists? All right. If you could give one piece of advice to the young people out there who really, really want to enter this HVAC field, and what would that advice be? Can we start with maybe we start with the gentleman, please, first.
Sure. If I can give advice to the young HVAC junior out there, I think it's more to get out from their comfort zone. Because the comfort zone, of course, is easy. Comfort feels safe, comfort feels familiar. But here's the problem: nothing extraordinary ever happened inside our comfort zone. If you want to grow, if you want to live, if you want to do something that matters, we need to really get out from our comfort zone. And we need to remember, growth live on the other side of the comfort zone. Every major breakthrough in business, in life, and personal growth comes from one decision: to do something different. That first VRV or VRF system that we are scared of to try, the new skill that we are nervous to learn, the leadership role that we feel not ready for, the competition that we have been avoiding. Growth doesn't feel good in the moment. It feels awkward, it feels scary. That's how you know it's working. If it's uncomfortable, it's probably important.
Okay, that's very interesting. What about Puan Wani? Do you have anything, piece of advice to the youngsters out there?
Of course. Okay, if I could share one piece of advice with the younger generation looking at HVAC, it would be this: don't box yourself in. Yes, HVAC is technical. Yes, it requires hard work. Yes, it's part of a problem solving. And yes, sometimes you work long hours. But it is also an industry that reward creativity, resilience, and also vision. The system we build impact how people live, work, study, and even heal in hospitals. That's powerful. Be bold enough to explore new technologies. Look at automations, AI, and energy management. these are already entering HVAC. Anyway, be curious enough to keep asking questions, because never be afraid to get your hands dirty, because the fastest way to learn is still by doing. And when you make mistakes, and you will treat treat them as a lessons, not failure. This industry is full of opportunities. You can work with cutting edge system, you can innovate new solutions, and you can build your own business that changes life. For me, HVAC gave me the chance to move from accounting into engineering, from being behind the desk to being on the ground. And if someone like me can make that leap, I believe many young people out there can too. So my advice is, stay hungry, stay curious, and don't just chase a job. Build a career that allows you to innovate, create impact, and leave a mark for the next generation.
My goodness, oh my goodness. Today's topic is, I can see that a very insightful perspective, right? And Alhamdulillah, we have heard so many opinions and useful tips from these respective panelists. And I wanted to have more, but I think that we have been told for not too long, so never mind. Well, it is very clear that the future of this industry depends not only on the technology, but also on the courage of the young technopreneur to create innovations, practice sustainability, and also prepare themselves with the new skills. So with that, I guess that the time is not, that's not to be with us. And I would like to express my highest appreciations to all the panelists for your very useful sharing, and also to our virtual audience. Thank you for staying with us. Well, thank you, Puan Wani. Thank you so much, Mr. Mr. Musla.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to all the panelists. I really, really appreciate, and I really, really like your opinions, and also your sharing thoughts towards this topic and to this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out the opportunity to continue and to follow the various and other interesting program in conjunction with the TVET at KKW 2025 Expo, which is from October 10 to 12 October at the Ipoh Convention Center. Okay, once again, I would like to thank you, the panelists. Okay, and with this, I'm Loanis, and the panelists, we are going to signing off. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take care, and Assalamualaikum.